Here it's Hannah, Abraham, and Olakunle. Join our journey and dive into the lively foray. As Nigeria live, tune in bright and clear. Insights, laughs and knowledge are all right here. Current news and issues, what's happening today. Personal tales unfolding in a unique way. Political views and tales of old and new. With guest speakers who share a broader view. Come along, be a part of this vibrant scene. Your voice, your story, your dreams to be seen.
And here we are. Good evening, Anna. Good evening, Olakunle. How are you doing today?
Yeah, good evening.
Anna has been tormenting me. I don't know why. Has been
I don't know what you're talking about. Look at me, the way I'm so innocently sitting down. Like, I don't know what's going on. What's going on here, please? What's going on here, please? Can somebody please just explain to me?
Well, good evening, everybody. This is Ask Nigeria Live. You're with Abraham, Anna, and Olakunle here. This is where we put face to everything that we do on the channel, right? And we discuss a couple of things, not a couple, we actually discuss things happening in Nigeria in the area of education, health, entertainment, politics, and everything in between. And we actually have a couple of things we want to start with today. Today's videos are for today's discussion, as well as the info wheel and the quiz. We know we do that at the end of every session. But today's main discussion is on Nigeria's education system, right? I think it's time we had the conversation, right? And are you guys ready for the discussion, or you have something to settle in between both of you?
Well, we settle that in the middle of the session.
Anna, please, I have nothing to settle.
We have a long score to settle, but not now.
Okay, maybe
Please,
when
I settled nothing.
maybe
I don't know what
maybe
you're
when
saying.
maybe when we get to the quiz, we'll know. As you know, I'm always the third wheel. Yeah, I'm always the one. I'm a spectator when
What
it
made
comes
you
to
the
things
third
like that.
wheel?
No, 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 no.
I think
I'm
I'm the
always,
I
third
don't
wheel.
understand.
I'm always, I'm
Says
always the
who?
third wheel because
Anna
you
says
guys
who?
always.
No need.
I'm,
Says who? What? I'm the third wheel.
Who
okay,
said
we'll
that?
see.
Probably I should
We'll,
move you to position.
we, we'll see. And of course, if you notice, it's an omen that Anna occupies the middle position. So you would just say that maybe, yeah, she's okay, no problem. No problem about that. All right, I think we should watch the first video, right? These are real issues, and yeah, we should actually start talking about things like this. All right, shall we?
Yep. Yeah, we can.
Who
We
surely
shall.
did not study education? I'm not supposed to be thrown into the classroom, for God's sake. Hi guys, so there is this video of a little girl trending, right? She was in class and then her teacher was asking her like a math question. I think it was 10 plus 1, and she's having a hard time solving the question. But something about that video did not sit right with me. My skin was literally crawling as I was watching the video. Let's watch it together and let's see what you think.
Plus 1 is what?
10 plus 1.
You are in primary 3. 10 plus 1
Why is he
what?
recording her?
10 plus 1 is 2. So what's 10 plus 1?
That's one strike.
I said that let me calculate.
And what is your primary? Oh, let me just.
The answer you can talk. You are in primary 3, so you don't know 10 plus 1. You want to start counting 10 plus 1. Primary 3. 1 plus 1 is what? 1 plus 1 is 2. You know that 1 plus 1 is 2. So 10 plus 1 is what?
Snocker.
Please, this is not funny. It's not funny,
10
please.
plus 1 is 12. You want to calculate it?
Oh,
Sit down, you want to
please.
calculate. So you don't know 10 plus 1. You are in primary 3.
It's allowed to
You want
calculate.
to start calculating 10 plus 1.
What's wrong with being in primary 3 and not knowing 10 plus 1?
Okay, tell me.
Please, who is this uncle? Let me use cane.
So what's the answer? 10 plus 1. 10 plus 1 is what now? Eh? Say it. 11. So what's wrong with you? Since money.
Oh my goodness. I have a lot to say about this video, but I'll just be quick, right? So first of all, this teacher seems to me like a bully, because what this teacher did in this video with this girl is clearly bullying. And that goes to many teachers. This goes to many teachers out there. Many teachers are bullies. Why are you guys bullying children? I don't understand. You see, I'm a teacher, right? And I understand that you may have taught a child something over and over again, right? And you expect the person to be able to give you some good answer when you ask them questions. But I don't understand why teachers take it personally when a child is having a difficult time learning. I don't understand. First of all, it's your job to teach them as many times as you need to for that child to learn. That's your job. If you do not know that your job is to repeat things over and over as a teacher, then you are not supposed to be a teacher. That's what you're being paid for. You are supposed to repeat. That's our job. We repeat.
He's behaving
And
as
we
though
are just saying that
he
for the first time.
learns
And then you
everything at
Once
first
you notice
try.
a child is tense, calm the child down. Let them know that they're not in a war zone. Come on. And from my findings, that teacher
What?
should be a copper. I think from my findings, I think the teacher is a copper. I'm not sure. But that's the problem I have with sending coppers to schools, whether they studied education or not. You send them to schools to go and assist the teachers there.
Hello,
And the teachers there will throw them in the classroom.
Tell the director.
They can help with any other thing. But
Abraham,
let them
I,
avoid the classroom
I
because
hope
they
you
don't
know that
have
you
the
have to be careful with what you say
professional
before they
skills that it
extend
takes
your
to
service for
tutor
you.
children. Whether it's your own child that you gave birth to and you're teaching that person something and the person is slow, please teach that person.
I'm not
slow.
talking
And
to
if
the
you are
media.
a head of school, if you're a head of school and and
Okay.
you find out that a teacher is exhibiting some traits of bullying, you need to call that teacher to order. No teacher should bully any child. Trust me,
Or
children will
bully the
test you.
teacher back.
Children will get you really
Eye
angry.
for eye.
When you are on that path where you know
Bang
that this
for bang.
child is really getting on my last nerve, calm down. Take a deep breath. Take a break if you need to. Take a breather. Take 1 or 2 minutes break, But make sure that you don't continue teaching at the level where you're angry. Teaching must always be done with care and with love. Thank you. Shalom.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
You
Yes,
too.
man. Give me where's that?
Yeah.
Where's that clapping? Oh, I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't have it.
Olakunle
But
is just thinking, like,
yeah,
you're
I
saying my
before
mind.
before he gets
Because he's been quiet.
before he gets his thoughts together, I want to say something. I, as a core member, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of things to say about this. I know that as core members, we're not supposed to talk to the media, right? Concerning what we're doing presently. You understand? We're not supposed to do that. We're not supposed to, you know, expose what is going on out there. But concerning, I
Until
can
you
talk
leave.
about yeah until you leave. But I can talk about what this woman is saying there. I'm not talking generally. I can talk about what she is saying there. That oh, that's a core member. If I see a core member doing something, I can actually say, oh, this thing that you're doing is bad, really bad, right?
Mm.
NYC does not have a problem with that. But when I now say, oh, it is NYC, they are bad, they are this, that is when there is now a problem. You understand? Like what Rai did, criticizing the president and all of that. But my thought about this is where I don't know how, it's gonna be done, but core members are they're like a foundation in this teaching practice, a foundation. I can tell you a foundation. In fact, NCE and students of education in universities only do 3 months. 3 months. Core
Mm.
members do at least 10 months in their place of primary assignment, right? They do that. So and because the majority of the places where it's found wanting is the majority of the places are schools, so they get posted there, and then I'm not sure what can be done. In fact, I can't say anything right now. Even if I'm not a core member myself, I can't say this is what the commission should do, or this is what the core rather
Yeah.
should do. But I know that core members are a foundation. In fact, there are some places where in a school, if there are no core members, the students
The
will have
school will
no
not
teachers,
run. Yeah.
right? So this one is not. There is. I don't agree with the fact that core members should not be posted to schools. Right? I don't agree. Right?
I
Whether
think
it
she
is
said if you don't
fair,
have a background in
educate.
education.
Now, how many core members have that background in education? I can tell you now that if I go for my community development service and I you survey people there who have background in education, they're like 10%, right? 10%. Every other person, you see, this person studied something science related. This person studied food tech. There's computer science. So they did not study anything related to education, right? But they get posted to schools also, right? You studied law and then you're posted to a school. You study, I mean, there are things that you would study and then you go to a school. What would I teach these kids, right? I can't say what the commission should do, but this is the reality. This is the reality. Another thing I want to say is that it seems that that is just the personality of that core member. The reaction of that core member, if it is a core member, that is just the personality of that person, because you can be so angry, right? What should the actual teachers do? What should people who do that job 24/7 do? To me it doesn't make sense that you get frustrated, you take out the anger on the children. No, it
And throw
doesn't work like
tantrums.
that. Yeah, but this is, I'm just saying, I'm just establishing that this is the reality. It's not going to end anytime soon, right? It's not going to end anytime. In fact, the Independent National Electoral Commission, that's INEC, has asked the core for about, I think it's 1.4 million core members for the coming election, which means that for election to core members are integral. They're integral into doing, the collation at polling booths and all of that. You can't say, hey, NYC, don't send your core members to polling booths. You just know. In fact, the new core members coming. I mean, we have to start telling them, look, if you're still, if there's tendency that you'll be still serving at that time, then you're likely to be deployed for something
Is
relating
it
to
a
that.
thing of choice, or do
uh,
they just selectively deploy them?
I don't know how that works, but according to my own service timeline, I shouldn't know anything about that because it should be done before the election comes.
So I
Yeah.
shouldn't know anything
why is
about
why
that.
is the likely
Interesting.
looking why is the likely looking at me? I think it's like if you do go for June batch, you do know that there's no batch that I want to go for in this year that you will not be deployed to go to
This
polling booth.
year,
So I will be
until
praying
you
for
wait
you.
next year.
A
Sure.
special prayer, special prayer for you, because I know
Okay.
I know
They'll
I
send you
know
to
that you'd
Meduguri.
be I know that you'd be an exceptional core member, and you would want to uphold the law. You'd be a prototypical and archetypal core member, someone who
All this
you know
description for one person, not too
that's
much.
no. He has integrity. He has integrity. That's what I'm saying.
You
So
know, you know what, you know what. Let me
and
talk.
and
You
I
know what?
know
Let me talk. Actually, okay. Let's start with the video we just watched right now. Uh, last week, I said last week, yesterday, Professor Yomi Faweyimi actually spoke with Arise
following
TV.
me.
One
Yes.
of the firemen spoke with Arise TV, and one of the integral aspects what he discussed was the aspect that we have many students who are actually not going to education programs. And as a result of that, we have shortage of teachers in institution, in school, primary and secondary at different levels. And he said government is actually looking into this aspect to see if whoever want to study education right now don't need to write any JAMB. It has now become a stumbling block. If you don't write JAMB, and you can see the numbers, the statistics right now. Many students fail
Oh,
JAMB.
that's why they said they shouldn't write jam.
So,
In fact,
if you
we'll
are
talk
actually
about that.
studying, if you are going for NCE, I'm just using this as an introduction to what I'm going to say. One of the integral parts is
Mm.
that we are actually applying for education program. You don't write JAMB. All you just need to do is to register with JAMB. Just register with JAMB and go to the school, write the entry exam, and get admission. All right, let's go to the video. First and foremost, I hate when people come on social media and says, what this person did is wrong, what the person did is wrong. What is the impact you are actually doing in your school? I'm also a teacher, and one of the things is, let me use my own psychoanalysis by saying that the lady who came out and actually trying to point some errors in this video we just right there is also a bad teacher. Let's just be point out outrightly. Because I'm also a teacher.
Why do you say she's a bad teacher?
All right.
Yes, please tell us.
One of the things of being a teacher is that there's what is called metaphorical way of expression. I think the information the guy in the video was trying to portray to the society was wrongfully placed. Let me put it out, wrongfully placed or wrongfully passed to the society. Because if first and foremost, if you check the environment, can I play the video without the audio? What I'm saying is just play the video. And I want to show two things in the video. I want to show two things in the video. And I want you to pay close attention to this. Can you just fast forward it to where the teacher was talking to you?
Yeah.
All right, good. Let me stop there. Stop there. Look at the wall. Can you see the wall? Can we see the wall? Look at the wall behind the boy. Not this green one. Look at the wall behind the boy. Can you see it's not even plastered at all? It's nothing. It shows how impoverished situation of that school is. And I can tell this is a public school. I can tell this is a fucking public school. Sorry for using the effort. This is a public school. The government is actually not sending the
we'll flag you.
So government is actually not sending the necessary revenue or money or fund to this school.
I think I should just
the teachers needed. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
so teachers actually needed in this school are actually not there. So what the teacher was trying to do is two things. But to me, it's roughly placed because he's trying to let us understand that being a copper, is just sent to the school and the boy is in primary 3. It means the teachers in the school are not doing their right work. They are not doing anything at all for the boy. The school is just there, stagnant, no production, no productivities. And I can tell you, if we actually have one-on-one interview with this copper, supposed copper, we may actually know that probably there are only 3 teachers in that school that teach about 1,000 students. So what I'm saying is that the message is wrongly placed because we would have just explained, probably using an audio visual by telling us that in this school I'm actually posted to, I don't need to see your face. The school I'm posted to, do you know there are no teachers here and this boy is learning nothing. So that is actually rightly placed for the society to understand that government needs to look into school. And if you look at it towards the end of the solution, he said the teacher was bullying the boy. I don't want to believe the aspect of using the word bully because if you listen to the last statement of the teacher with the boy said, you know that it's 11. Why don't you say 11? You know that he has one way or the other, he has a trait of a teacher. He was just furious at the situation of the school presently. We are human. There's what is called a reflex action, an unconscious behavior whereby just get agitated, just get furious. Like, what's going on in this school? What's going on in the education system in Nigeria? Why is this boy not learning anything in primary 3? So why I'm saying that, so you coming out saying this teacher is bullying, there's no aspect of bullying. It's just a frustration from the teacher. If you want to see bullying, you will see the teacher using the cane on the boy. That's where the bullying really comes out from.
Bullying is not only when you go physical.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That I know there's some aspect of verbal bullying, but if you watch this video clearly, I don't see any element of intimidation. I'm just seeing a teacher who have this inclination of that this boy knew what I'm asking rather. But I don't know what's actually stopping this boy for telling me the right answer. And he said 10 plus 1. And the boy said, okay, wait. And the teacher waited. Not that the teacher frustrated shouted at him and said, what is it? The teacher waited. The boy counted. If you notice, the boy counted from 1 to 10. A teacher who is not patient will not allow the boy to count from 1 to 10. We allow, when we say 1 to 10, shut up. I'm still asking 10 plus 1. But you allow the boy to scan from 1 to 10 plus 1, making 11. So it is just a system of frustration. The guy is frustrated at the situation of the economy, the situation of education in Nigeria. What's going on in this country?
I think I get the last point.
So there are different. I'm not condemning. I'm actually saying yes. The teacher might actually raise his voice to some extent. They might actually just probably aggravate the boys. Tenacity or say, there are scenarios like that. But what I'm saying is that this teacher is actually letting us understand in the current education system that is going backward every day. Look at the wall. In this kind of wall, something can crawl out from the wall. Snake can crawl out from. Look at the wall. Not even plastered. There are some holes on the wall. Snake, different things. I remember when I was in primary school, that whenever we come to school, there are ram, goats. You have to chase them out from the school in the morning. we will clean the classroom from 7 to 9. For we to stay in, imagine our class is supposed to start at 8. We have to start cleaning the classroom from 7 to 9 a.m. That's just the situation. So if someone is actually making a video of me saying that, look at my classroom, you guys are not doing this, is just a way of saying that the teacher is not using the right channels for communication to tell the world that this is what is going on. We would have done it better by saying that, okay, I'm not intimidating you, I'm just letting you understand that this boy is supposed to learn this, and right in this school, there are only 2 teachers here. There are no teachers that's going to ready to teach this boy. So let's not go to the copper. I don't believe that you saying that you should not. That's what I'm saying, that this person is not a teacher. Why you say they should not send copper who does not study education? Sorry, thank God
The
that
the person is a teacher actually.
Professor Five.
Even
I don't believe that this is actually a qualified teacher, because you know that coppers are actually the integral part of schools. Governments
yeah,
are
as
not
I
paying
said,
teachers well. Government are not paying teachers well. Let us be frank with ourselves. Teachers are actually withdrawing from these professions. We can see what Professor Yomi Fayemi was saying, that they should allow whoever wants to go to education program not to write JAMB. To that extent, that's so ridiculous. Saying that, okay, because we want many people to study education, you need to write JAMB. You just are giving a free pass. And even shot himself in the leg when he was having an interview. He said, but one thing he was scared of is that, can we trust the education system of our children into the hands of people who do not write JAMB? He said it in the video. He was saying something, he was contradicting himself, because he knows the extent of which someone who is not qualified to study education, how well can we say, okay, it's just like being someone who do not study medicine or probably study surgeon, and we say, please come and perform a surgery on my son. It's not possible. So what I'm saying there is that,
But it's not the same thing.
actually, it is different perspective from different look. It's the same. It's the same thing. So what
I
I'm just
think
saying that I
I mean,
think
we studied,
the boy
we
is
looked
just in
at
that
it here
situation.
now. Okay, now we've looked at it on live once. How they even are going to, what is that word again? They're going to level up JAMB scores. So if somebody writes JAMB and did not pass, it automatically would mean that the person is dumb and the person will not get admission. People write JAMB 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. So you even comparing to say because they didn't write JAMB, they're not qualified to teach, or they is, I think is quite, it doesn't match with you saying somebody that didn't study surgery can come and do surgery. I think it's the balance is not balancing as
It's actually the same.
you
It's actually the same
you
because
should. It is not.
let me explain.
all
Honestly,
right.
it is not.
Hold on, guys.
Someone
Hold
cannot
on,
pass
guys.
a entering exam.
Hold on,
Please, let me
guys.
just say something. Someone cannot pass an entering examination. It's not the same. Someone cannot pass an entering examination who goes to school. Do not forget that not all students who are in school, let us be realistic. We have many first class in schools right now. We have many second class upper in school right now who did not even work for that degree. Let us be realistic with ourselves. So if you actually have a surgeon who actually did not perform or probably did not go through that particular professional field, and someone who studied, probably wrote a JAMB and went to that professional field without even attending a single class, it's that the same. That's what I'm saying. You might not see the link. What I'm just saying is that they are the same. If you cannot pass an entering examination,
They're
it
not.
is not something tedious. You actually went to private school. You actually went to secondary school, senior secondary school. This same funny
And you
thing
wrote
about
WAEC.
JAMB. I always tell people about something about
You wrote WAEC, and you
the
still,
same thing
and the
that you
thing
are
is, you will
saying.
still go to this school and you will still write their entry exams. That's like a post UME. So if you don't even
Not all
pass the
schools.
post
Not all
UME,
schools. Remember,
that
not
means
all
you will
schools.
not.
Not all schools. There's some
If you don't
schooling without
now for this
examinations.
education, now with this education now, because they're not writing JAMB, there's a very high chance that they'll write post UME just so that they can still grade them. That means they will still
Not all
grade
school.
them,
Not all school.
except
Not all
if
school.
they are not
Not all school.
writing post ahead. It's not all school,
Non-examination.
but
Yes,
most
not all
schools.
school.
Most schools do
Most.
post UME.
That's it.
Most
Let's
schools,
say
I, I
that's
most.
an
think
that's
I
an
think
exception,
I think
and that
the
is on
most
them.
schools that I think the most schools that you're referring to is the most schools are the ones requiring JAMB, requiring UTME, right? I know that
Thank
Unilag, for
you.
example, require UTME and then do their post UTME. Same thing for OAU. Same thing for all the other schools. Unilearning will do that too. UI will do the same thing too, right?
So
But
if they are not
fine.
writing JAMB, would there not be an entry exam that they would take to at
That
least
that is what we don't even know
measure
That's
now.
what we
measure
don't even
their
know. What he just said in the
preparedness
video,
to go into the system?
what he said in the video is just once you write the JAMB, register with the JAMB so that when you want to do your NYSA, JAMB already have your own, what's it called? JAMB already have your information with them. So when you want to write
Yes,
the paper,
JAM
they'll just
sends your
link it to your
information to
school.
NYC. Yes.
So to that school, just like you register to the school, use your O level, according to the man, use your O level result. You go to the NCE program, you register for you, and start your classroom. So the man said that
This thing is it's not cookie cutter black and white. The way Olakunle is explaining and saying it is the same. It is not this. It is not a black and white situation where you say it is either this or this. If you don't do this, then it's going to be this way. If you don't write JAMB, that means you don't qualify to teach, and because you don't qualify to teach, you're like somebody. That's why it actually got me, because you're saying you just equal to someone who didn't go to school to study surgery and has to go and do surgery. It is not actually the same to me, honestly. I feel like you are just lumping everything into the box.
I give you an illustration.
And just
I give an illustration
making
of
it
someone
look.
who goes to school without attending a single class and came out with the second class upper. It's the same thing. That was the illustration I'm giving you. Someone who goes to university, did not attend a single class, but came out with second class upper. Same thing with someone who did not even practice medicine and probably want to perform a surgery. It's the same thing. Okay. You might not, probably from your own from your own state, you have never witnessed that kind of thing before. But we have seen it in Lagos State, whereby someone will never attend a single class, but will come out with a good degree.
I've actually seen it. I've seen it also that people who
it's not the same thing. It's the same. Because if you go to school without even attending a single class to know what you want to do about it, and someone who does not even go to school at all, are you not the same? Because what's the essence of you attending a class?
Okay, now what is now the relationship between that and somebody that did not write JAMB? Tell me, what's like the relationship? But the person has WAEC, the person has NECO, the person has NAPTEP, the person...
It is not even WAEC on its own. Okay, let's look at the WAEC on its own too. WAEC also manipulated too. We have also many students also that write WAEC without even passing the WAEC by themselves. Yes or yes? What about that?
What are you saying?
Guys,
have you seen many students that write an exam without even them being the ones sitting for that kind of exam?
It does happen. It happens.
Hold on, guys.
It's the same. So
you guys have left me.
But at this point, I don't even know what Olakunle is saying again, because it looks like I'm also lost in his world.
You guys have, both of you guys have left me, because I think at this point I acquiesce, I agree, I proclaim that I don't have the brain power to understand what both of you are.
You know what?
About.
I think I actually didn't say so much about. You know what? I actually did not talk about the lady, the idea, and you people were actually saying that NYSC corpers are like the brain, like that. They're like the backbone of the system. I think even if she wants to say corpers who didn't study education shouldn't serve, the reason she's actually saying it is because they don't have the background. Shouldn't teach. Sorry, teach. My mistake. It's because they don't have that background of having that teacher-student interaction and relationship. Now, even if you want to say they should teach, isn't there like something to... Those way they have their orientation program, right? Probably a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to put them through to say, okay, if you're interacting with children, this is how you can bring out the best in them. It might be a crash course. It might be something they learn along the way, because
you know that
most of them
corpers are actually handed over to teachers in charge of that particular course in any school. Do you know that?
So some schools do not have that. That is why I said you people would. We all have the agreement, right, that corpers are like the backbone when it comes to being the education system. But she's saying they should not teach is like a blanket solution to yes, it's like a blanket solution that if you follow it would affect the system. But okay, if they should teach, then just as they are supposed to be attached to a teacher or attached to somebody who will put them through the system. Now, if they don't have that supervision, their interaction with children they don't have the experience. They didn't go to class. Nobody told them this is how you interact. I know, honestly speaking, I don't agree with how this guy pour out whatever frustration he has on this child. I don't think it is necessary. It's not necessary to be saying you are in primary 3. It is not the child that you should be telling.
Yeah.
That child is going to feel
dull.
What I'm saying. It is not the child that you should tell. You are in primary 3. You don't know 10 plus 1.
Society.
So you want to count it. He
That's
allowed
what
him
I'm
to
saying.
count
It's
it, but he
actually not the
bullied him
boy.
before he
It is the-
counted it.
That's what I was saying, that the boy actually plays the teacher
So,
actually
yes.
plays the wrong information to the wrong person, because it is the
the
society
wrong-
that
you're not
information should be
supposed to.
addressed to, not to the boy.
Imagine
But
you're
you know,
telling
out
me,
of frustration,
you Olakunle, please, I not interrupt you. Let me talk, okay?
are you pissed?
Allow me to talk.
Are you pissed?
Very pissed, very pissed, and piece of paper. Leave
Okay,
me.
Oh
okay,
my
okay. How about it? You have
So,
the floor.
yes. So I think I'm actually done, because at this point, Olakunle, I'm done. Please cut the show.
Can you
So,
guys see?
yes,
Can you?
it was the
All
wrong
right.
place. It was the wrong place for that information. The wrong person to tell. And why do you even have a camera? That's even the whole this thing. You just exposed your foolishness to the world. Why do you
We're
have a
not even
camera
talking
in the
about.
face of a child?
We're not. Yeah, we're not. It can actually be sued for that.
You can actually be sued for that, which is true.
That's one of the things I wanted to talk about. That is a child. In fact, I feel guilty that we're even using the video and not even blurring the child's face,
The
because
The
face.
I
child's
mean it's
face, I
everywhere.
think.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere right now, because we can argue that it's everywhere because I it went viral. That's how I got it too. You understand? But
If it was
you can't
my
just
child,
you
you,
can't just stream a
how are you
child.
from my tree? I don't know 10+1. You will come and tell me the chemical formula for what you will tell me what is HO2O or whatever it is that they were asking them that
My
time.
Anna,
goodness.
if it's your child, you know that I'm going to flog you. If it's your child, I'm going to flog
You
you.
will
Because I'm going
flog
to
me.
ask you.
Why will you flog
Because
me?
as a parent, I'm going to flog you. That what are you looking at? What are you seeing at that stage of your child's life, the year 3, that cannot say 10+1? I'm going to blame you as a
If it
parent,
was my
because
child,
that's
you will
another
flog
aspect.
me.
As
So you want
an
to
aspect of
blame.
the parent.
So now, what is the purpose of sending the child to school if they can now sit at home and teach the child?
Oh
Some
my
parents
God.
don't even have
I'm
that
talking-
time because of how much.
I'm telling
Look
you
at the
about
school. Okay, look at
vigilance.
the school. Look at the
We ought
school
to
that they
about
put the
this,
child in.
yes.
That means that it's a public school and that is quite cheap. So would a parent
Yeah,
want to put their
it's
child in a
affordable.
public school if they can afford private education? So that means they're also trying to come by. They're also trying to go through life and see how they can put things
Understood.
together for their
Sure.
child. So you saying, Olakunle, be careful with me today. Oh. Don't allow me to
Like
put
I said,
you
I
and
will
Abraham
flog
in a
you.
fight.
If you're
I'm,
actually the one, and I know
I'm
that
not.
your son is implementing, he cannot do 10+1, I'm going to flog you as a parent. Because as a teacher, I will
And
be telling you
there's a
that
high
as a
chance the
parent, you're
child
able to
knows.
be vigilant.
The child
That's what
even
I'm
knows this.
saying.
All these teacher shouts that even made the child not to even remember. So that copper, that teacher, whether it's a copper or is a copper wire, whatever he is, we need to.
Wait, as if people as okay, all right. I
Please,
mean,
let's
I showed a
continue. Let's
couple
go
of.
on with this one. Don't take it off the screen.
No,
Okay.
I'm not taking it off. I have it. It's a couple of tweets actually. This is the spokesperson for JAMB, Joint Admission Matriculation Board, says the policy meeting approved the following as the minimum tolerable admissible scores for the 2026 admission exercise.
Admission
Universities
exercise.
150,
150. When did
College
we
of
get there?
Nursing Sciences, hold on, 150, then Polytechnics 100, then candidates
Just
seeking
make sure you don't
admission
fall
into
sick.
College of Education would no longer be required to take UTME. Now, I want to actually highlight something there. I want to highlight something there. It's minimum tolerable admissible scores, right? Minimum, which means that the universities still have the power, right? I think our focus
Yes, to
now should
increase
be
the
on the
number.
individual. Now, let me show you a video, right? To tell you that UTME is just I think they are overwhelmed with what the universities are doing, and this is what the universities are doing.
Asking for 160, Ajayi Crowder is asking, oh yeah, go on. So those who are asking for 160, this is not imposed by JAMB. This is what they say they will take.
Can you hear me?
150,
Not imposed by JAMB.
Go ahead.
A university is asking for 130,
150,
130,
Sokoto,
and
Lamido,
JAMB is now forced to say,
Ampa, 140,
why are you asking
Asiba Oyo, 140, Federal College of Education, Gombe. You are asking for 140 for
My JAMB say
degree.
minimum is 150.
Yes. It's for degree.
So what should we believe?
Please take note of
Hold on.
Gombe.
That's the
That
policy
is-
meeting, no?
when the
This one is
minister
not.
mentioned
Who do we
Gombe.
believe? No, that's the policy
He was
meeting.
mentioning Gombe in relation to NCE program. We are now talking about the degree that they award. This degree, not it is just bearing Federal College of Education here because they run 2 degrees now, dual mandate.
Two programs, yes.
Go on. You can see 130. Go on. CRCR University. Go on. Okay. So the lowest. Wait. The lowest that the university is asking for
Hold on,
is
we'll talk about it.
130. Honorable Minister, we need to, for only the university can determine this.
Okay.
Did you hear what he said? Only the universities can determine
I'm
this.
going to now focus on the middle aisle, where we have all the vice chancellors. You've seen all your contemporaries.
I think that actually puts across my point. Now, you see this course that we
Okay,
have
please,
here.
somebody should explain this thing to me, like as if
I
I'm a
will.
2-year-old.
I'll
Thank
definitely
you.
explain it to you. Now, at the policy meeting, in fact, the Ministry of Education says, JAMB, this is the last policy meeting that you are going to have. You are doing policy meeting too much. You are doing it too much. You did it last year. You are doing it this year again. What's going on with you? That's the last. Do that policy meeting. Do the meeting and finish everything you want to finish. So this is the last policy meeting according to the Ministry of Education that they are supposed to be doing. And what is the policy meeting all about? The admission, um, the admission timeline. That is the duration, the timeline, as well as the minimum tolerable scores. There, universities will tell you, for us, students applying to us must have at least 250. Other ones, no, 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 it's you. Our own is 130. You understand? So JAM will look at everything together and say, like the school's asking for 150, they carry the majority. I think what we can do is we can set it at that 150 because if you say now let's put it let's put it at 180, right? All these ones are asking for 150 means that they're not going to get the students they want. The majority of them being private universities, they're not going to get students. How do you think private universities get students? You think someone's got 200,
It's by reducing
250,
cut off,
270,
cut
and
up.
we now go to private? Are you kidding? Are you? No, even for medicine and surgery, someone is not getting 300. I mean, if I know I'm going to Babcock University now, right? I won't. I will not be reading burning the midnight candle because I want to get 300 because I know that I don't actually need 300 to get into
Which is
Babcock
actually true.
University to study medicine and surgery. So that's what is happening here. And what we can do right now, see, the last hope that we have are the universities themselves. The universities can say, for example, I know Unilag, you won't be able to log into
Minimum is 200.
the application portal if you don't have 200.
200.
So if you don't have 200, your name is not appearing there. Forget what they are doing at the policy meeting. The policy meeting
Nothing
is
concerned them.
nothing concern anybody. So if they say, you can see now, Olakunle asked, where is University of Lagos? University of Lagos is not there because, as you can see,
It's not
it is
there.
in descending order, right? Descending
It's
order,
descending
which
order,
means that
yes.
you're coming from the bigger scores
The
down to the
highest
lowest.
to the lowest.
So when you get to 140, you cannot find Unilag there because Unilag is up, 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 up there.
It's not
That's
even
how you
possible.
see
don't
Gombe
get-
State
It's not even
University.
possible.
You will not get if you don't get
You-
200. Your name is not
200.
being Unilag
It's
does
not
not want to
possible.
see that name.
It's not
If
even
you have
possible.
200 on the dot, they invite you.
Even
In fact,
with
I
200,
know that
the
even with the
possibility of getting
200,
admission is zero.
you don't get the
We all know that.
yes.
It's zero.
We all
Because
know
you're
that.
200
competing
on
with
dot.
other people who got
We are talking
higher.
Yes.
about 300, 315.
So at this point, I think our last hope is with each university, right? Each one. We can't keep. I mean, there should be. We can't force a university, for example, a private university, to
We
say
can't actually
you must require 200. I think even many years ago it was 160. It was 180 before. I mean, I knew when it was 180 and then reduced to 160. Why? Because they want students. All right.
And now it's
So
150.
all these things that you are
Polytechnic
saying
is 900,
is
about
because
400. It's not even
JAMB is
half.
actually JAMB is
How
actually forced
ridiculous.
to do it. JAMB is
Half
forced to
who?
do it. That's not half actually. 150 is not half. 150
No,
is
no, I mean 100. I mean
37.5%.
100. I mean 100. I said it's not up to half. I mean the polytechnic is 100. It's not even up to half. I remember during
The
the time of
universities,
2019,
the
polytechnic was
score for the
190,
universities
180.
is not up to half also. It's not up to half. 150 is
It's not
37.5%
even
of
up to half.
400.
It's
So JAMB is forced to do this. They are forced to do this. So each university sets their own standard. And I like it that, all right, I know that UI, OAU, Unilag, and all these other universities, public universities, will not even look at you if you don't have a certain UTME score. So it is wrong to actually go out there and peddle this news that
hmm.
JAMB actually reduced. No, it is not JAMB that reduced this thing.
It's
It
not
is
a jam.
actually each of the universities that reduced the cutoff marks, and JAMB is now forced to look at it and say, okay, let's choose somewhere in the middle, right? So, which means that the university asking for 130 is actually disappointed because they can't get 130.
Hmm.
So ridiculous, so ridiculous, right?
Very, very
And then
ridiculous.
you are also talking about I think this is from JAMB itself, said the heads of tertiary institutions in Nigeria had unanimously agreed that the minimum admissible scores for admission, so they did that, not that one university
Excluding,
came out,
they
not
should
that.
also open by saying excluding Unilag, Suka, Ibadan,
Of
and
of
what again?
course, we know
And
that
Ife.
all those ones will never look at you if you have 150.
150. It's not even possible.
They
They
will
can't
never
even
look at
consider
you,
it twice. They can't even consider it twice. They'll be like 150
right? You
for which
can't even
course?
apply.
It's quite disheartening because and
Candidate seeking.
one of my actually my challenges, Anna, my challenges is there is will this actually cause a kind of a decline in the interest of education in the life of our students? Now that our students believe
Look
that
at
they
look
just
at
need to
this.
have 100.
Look at this. Candidates seeking admissions into education programs and agriculture, non-engineering courses are
Engineering
now
courses
exempted
are
from
now
UTME.
exempted from TMO.
I still don't believe that our teachers should be given a free pass. That's my opinion.
He said himself, even for Professor Yomi
I don't
Fayomi, he
believe
said himself
I
that
don't believe
how
that
can they
teachers,
trust them?
future teachers, should be given a free pass. I think teachers should have the highest standards, right? You should have the highest standards compared to someone who is applying for mass communication, right? You want to be a broadcaster. The standard for broadcasting should be lower than teaching. That's to me because
Abraham,
the
I think the
teachers
problem
are the
actually
ones that
comes
will
from the
mold
minimum
your
wage.
children.
I think the problem is actually coming from the minimum wage and the salary of those teachers. You know, in Nigeria right now, if you listen to the salary of our teacher, very ridiculous that you ask yourself that I can't go into teaching. And that was
Well,
actually
it
their
is the state.
consideration.
It is the
That was
state of
actually
the
their
economy.
consideration. That
It
was
is the
what
state
Professor
of the
Yemi said
economy,
that he
actually.
realized that many people don't want to go into teaching because they realize that there will be less pay than someone who study mass comm on English or journalism or someone who study medicine or law. So I think what actually caused the decline is the system whereby government don't see how efficient, how significant our teachers should be well paid off. For example, I remember Abraham. I remember you noticed the development that happened in 2 years ago between Professor and University of Lagos when we heard about scenario of professor should be collected. They actually proposed 1.5 million for professor salary before the
Yes, I
government
remember at
cut it
that
down to
time.
400,000. And you know, imagine being a professor and you're earning 400,000, while L1 lecturer is earning 180, L2 earning 100,000, senior lecturer earning 250,000. That kind of ridiculous amount of money, you know, is not compared to someone who just study mass comm earning about 600,000 monthly. So I think if government can actually look into the minimum wage and the salary of our teachers, probably students can now go or venture into this kind of program because what is the essence of saying they are exempted from UTME? It's like
Well,
when I saw the video,
well,
it's like showing pardon. It's like showing pardon. You know what, you guys, let just pardon you guys, which is
to
not
me,
supposed to be
I,
like
I
that.
think I think this is a result of the economy, right? The economy always tells everywhere, not only in purchasing power, not only in inflation, it will always tell in every industry, right? Now compare now to say 5 years back, the entertainment industry has not been the same, right?
Not at all.
How many people go to the cinema anymore? How many
Hmm.
people in at schools, right? How many parents gift their teachers the way they used to do before?
It's actually true.
It is the economy. So when you have an economy that is dwindling, right, you have
Hmm.
people lose interest in teaching, and then things like this will happen. I think someone on Twitter actually said, um, we're going to be begging people to teach. We're
To
going to be
teach.
begging. You, in
It will get
fact,
to
he
some
said
point. It will
universities
get to
now
that situation.
you will beg people to go to. I'm still thinking about that, but I think for courses like this, you're going to beg people later to do it, right?
It will get some
Same
point.
thing. The person said the
It will get
military too,
some
but
point.
I
I
know
think
that
it gets some point
teachers.
that students who actually probably study law, they will intentionally fail some of the students. You get some point that they will intentionally fail them so that they will go to. I'm serious. It will get some point in
So
Nigeria
that I
that
go, they
whenever
bomb them
students
too.
apply, so they will just bomb everybody to education. It will be because
They
why is it
do
that in uni?
it.
I know about uni like that. Once probably don't mean the cut off, but the first thing they will throw is education.
It's education.
So
I
Yes,
it
they
will
know.
do
get
it. They
it will get some
fling
problem
people
that
there.
they will
Like,
intentionally fail them. It will get some situation that institution will intentionally fail them so that they will just have enough of
just so they
numbers
can go
in
in
the
there.
program. Very, very sad.
Now
It should
that
be a
you
kind
see,
of
that is even a also a problem. That is also
hmm,
another problem because most people will study education not because they want to, but because they
they
stayed
were
at home
They've
sent
been
there.
for
forced
years. They
to.
didn't get admission, so they
Or they
just
were
got.
even forced to study the
I
course.
for one, I actually did get an admission in education in the faculty of education. I got admission in the faculty of
Wow.
education, but I didn't take it. I didn't take it. I didn't go for it because, of course, that's not really what I wanted to do. First, I actually wanted to just go for it, then write JAM just because I don't want to stay at home. So let me just attend the lectures. Pay. I can pay for the year, attend the lectures while I write JAM again. But at the end of the day, I actually didn't go for it because the admission I wanted, came. So you throw people in there, most of them are there not because they want to. I remember I met a friend and she asked me what course I was studying, and I told her. She was like, that's actually where she wanted to be, but they
Could
threw
not
her
get
to education and she had to just go and then spend the four
Hmm.
years right, because they don't want to envision coming back next year and probably getting worse or
Hmm.
getting it worse. So they
And
do it. They've been
being in
doing
the
it for a
queue,
long time.
just do it.
That is not even that won't even make people like to teach. Only
Hmm.
like two or not less than 10% will go in there and say that, okay, I think I like teaching.
I think I want to
Sometimes
do this.
you get a course and you're like, I don't want to do it, but when you go there, you realize that, okay, I think I can do
It's
it.
actually a good
I think now
course.
I love teaching. Along the way, I found out that this is something I can do
I can.
if I want to impact lives this way. So people learn to do, but it's just a few people who would along the way
Do that.
accept education. So even dumping them there like that will not even solve the education problem. That's one.
Which is actually
Secondly,
true.
making it jambless, making it jambless will also not make it valuable. Exactly, it won't make
Which is
it
actually
valuable. It won't
true.
make
Which is
people
true.
go to study. I think Abraham said the same thing. It would not
Yeah.
make people go to study the course. They look the way they take education in Nigeria self is baffling me. It used to shock me sometimes. Like, I'm serious. They
Yeah.
take it
No.
because they know that the education is not giving you the enough power to attain, it's not giving you enough privilege to attain power or to attain class or to attain
Hmm.
be something in the country. So it's just like an entry. I don't want to say what's on my mind.
Mm. All
It's
right.
more deeper than it's coming out.
Yeah.
So
We need to
they
also
they
look at. We
they
need to
don't
look at.
value education. They
We need
don't they
to. We
didn't
need
put so
to.
much
Not at all.
into it.
We need to look at. We need to look at something also more troubling, right? Look at this. Watch this.
Doctors don't want to work in northern Nigeria, and I'll tell you why. Because they are not northerners. You are insisting that only a female doctor would attend to your wife. However, you do not want to send your daughter to school. Let us make it make sense. Now let us talk
My
about the
sister,
healthcare
help
system
me,
in northern
you.
Nigeria. and how it is a repercussion of the horrible educational system that we have here in northern Nigeria. In Anche Muje Makaranta, people will shield their children from going to school. In fact, the educational
What did she
system in
say?
Nigeria, let us
Translate.
address it fair and
So
square,
if we
rubbish.
say we should take them to
An
school,
average child is
we
able
will
to go
shield
to
them
only a
from
government
going.
school. Have you seen the
Hmm.
situation of government schools in northern Nigeria? A graduate would finish secondary school and in fact even university and cannot construct simple English sentence. That is the reality of northern Nigeria. People can only afford to go to government schools. The government school is English and Hausa that they jam together. Somebody has written WAEC. The WAEC the way they mark WAEC scripts outside of the north is different from the way they mark WAEC scripts for northerners. Let me just make that simple. Even in giving admissions into university, there's a priority list of northerners just so that they can encourage northerners to go to school. How many people
Exactly.
are well equipped,
They will not still
well
go.
educated to become doctors in northern Nigeria? Very few. Let me give you a very pure story. A child struggles out of secondary school, primary school, and then secondary school. And then at the end of the day, healthcare is not something that you can actually just, let's just manage. You can't manage healthcare. You can't
Yeah,
manage
it
to
cannot be
give
managed.
scores to a doctor because it will affect lives. So even if like they allow you, let my people go for other courses, they won't let my people go for you in medicine. And so not because we are not
Of course.
intelligent, but because we do not, when our educational system is not equipped enough to train doctors right now. So the child has managed to reach high to finish secondary school, right? And the person has written JAMB, and guess what? The cut of mark no reach. Because this child was not given right foundation for education, and that's the reason why we don't have doctors here in northern Nigeria. You struggle as a doctor. You are posted to somewhere like Kano, Katsina, Zamfara. Even while you are there, you're not giving like priority treatment. You are overworked. You are stressed. You are not paid well. You think you will stay? They will not stay. They will run.
No.
And that's why this is a ripple effect of the decayed educational system that we have in northern Nigeria. Our leaders have deceived us. They have eaten into our oh my goodness. See, we need to fix the educational system in northern Nigeria because not only healthcare, every other thing is going to be affected. We have the highest population in Nigeria, yet we don't have the doctors to treat us. That's why you see high maternal mortality in northern Nigeria because the doctors are few. In fact, even now that you say, okay, doctors are few, some people know they go hospital. Some people will still not take immunization. I traveled to the village, you guys remember? And there's one lady that was there. I was like, this baby is looking sickly. What happened? I just randomly asked, Tagamariga Kafi. He said, she do. I said, no, we didn't finish the immunization. I know somebody who was my neighbor back then in Kano. Her mother was educated. She was educated. She did not give her child immunization. So we need to, not just Boko education, not just Western education. We also need to, I don't know what they call
Jesus Christ.
teach our people that it's okay to receive Western medicine. It's okay to receive Western education. Maybe, just maybe, we can be able to compete. Because if you carry a very brilliant northern Nigerian child and compare with somebody who is from the West, for example, you'll be so embarrassed because our educational system has not given that child a level playing ground. So they cannot even compete. Northern Nigeria, we need to do better.
And most of them want to learn. Most of them want to learn. I have met a lot of them who want to learn, but the environment is not giving them that advantage. Some parents are not, right? Some of them would from the tender age of the girl, she's already hearing that she's getting married. She's getting married. So sometimes you even see them excited about marriage in secondary school. And you be wondering what is exciting them.
Oh,
That thing that's
maybe because
exciting
it
you
has been.
is not exciting me too. How am I not also a girl? Am I not also supposed to see boys and like boys? why does it feel disgusting to me that at 14, at 15, you're so excited about marriage, you can't wait. Some of them, before they finish secondary school, they have to marry them off. But it is that indoctrination, that idea that you you are not going to finish your school. You Once you find a boy, you have to marry the boy, or at a very young age, they're even showing them the boy that they've already betrothed them to.
Hmm.
So quickly, they'll have to marry them off before maybe the girl will get pregnant, or maybe something will happen. And so that's like the end of the education for the girl. When she said you want a female doctor to treat your wife and to take delivery for your wife, that is very common. But you don't want your daughter to go to school. It is
Hmm.
like a very funny it's just opened my eyes to really the hypocrisy that plays out here.
Hmm.
So if other people said their daughters will not go to school,
Ah,
who will not take delivery for your wife? Maybe
The
will be the
female
one to
cow.
take the delivery. It's you
No,
that will take
female
the
cow.
delivery now because you are the
They
one
are
that is
female
responsible
cow. They
for
are
the.
female cow. Female cow. We can use female cow
You're the one.
or female ego, female goats.
Olakule, it's okay. Yes, we heard you. Thank
But
you. Okay.
Why
you
are
know,
you paying? Why are you paying?
yeah,
Is it because you are not forced to
Honestly,
get
because
to have your? Is it because you are not
if I
betrothed
think
to a
about
boy
it,
at the age of
if I think
13?
about it, it actually breaks my heart. It annoys me
Hmm.
when I think about how much negativity that would play out in the future, how negative it would affect coming generations, right? You have like the highest number of street children. It is in the north. They're supposed to be in schools. They're supposed to be, at least, even if the education mind is not strong, let them have something. I see them in the universities. I had them as classmates, very hardworking, very studious. Like sometimes I'll be like, Una, they read past me. Wait,
yes, yes.
they are
Luckily,
so
you have that feeling,
studious.
right? Some people in my class,
They
they
read,
might just be like, Jesus Christ. Ah,
they
where you
read,
read
they
this one?
memorize. They you see them and you know that these ones are really serious about school. If they had the
Mm.
foundation that would throw them, that when they are thrown into the world, it gives them enough advantage. They would be, the world cannot stop them. But then that happened. Then when she talked about that, giving privilege to them in the north, I really wanted to ask you when we were talking earlier. I wanted to say this earlier, but I said, let me hold on. I didn't know that you were going to play a video like this. I was like, do you people have
Okay.
this catchment area thing in like Lagos where you have to give
Yes.
priority first to
Yes,
No,
we
those
it's
do.
not like
from.
But I don't think I don't think there's
no,
priority.
no.
I think there's just
Luckily,
a limit,
it doesn't work
numbers
like
of
that.
units. It doesn't work like that
It
in
doesn't
Lagos
work
State. It
like that,
doesn't.
Anna. This is how it works. When
Okay.
you apply for admission, let's say in Unilag uses what is known as catchment area. So the six southwestern states also get privilege. But this is how it happens. If the cutoff mark is say 70, right? If you are from anywhere, whether you are from Kaduna or from anywhere you are, and you get 70 or above, you get in automatically. So there is no,
Merit
oh,
results.
because you are not from there. So it's called merit. Now there's a quota for merit. So the quota could be 50. And then there's a catchment quota, which is really small. Really,
Very
really
So
small.
small.
Probably
if you say the
68 or
quota
Right?
for
67.
merit is 50, and say for instance you have 100 that should
No, 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 no,
get
no, no,
in by
no.
merit,
Talk about
how
No, no,
do
statistics.
you?
no.
Talk about statistics. He's talking about statistics
I'm
of the
saying
Okay.
that
number.
if 50 people, right,
This is
uh
50%.
gain admission via merit, then let's say catchments could be, let's say, okay, six western, it could be 12, 15 thereabouts. So they share it, two from here, two from here, two from here. So two times six would be
So whoever has the
12
highest
from that
from
state.
that state.
From
Will
that's
not get
catchment
into you.
area,
It's like,
yes.
two you can't even rely on it like that, because
You
number
can't
one,
even rely on it because the difference is just like 2 points. Maybe it's 60 to 68.
they don't even find people for a particular course that come from a particular state. Let's say now for that same course, they've got their 50 merit, and now they want to pick for the state. If they don't find anybody from that state that remains, right, they're not
They go
going to
back to
pick
the merit.
anybody. That means for that state, nothing.
It's gone.
Nobody.
That means
They go
anybody
back.
from that state that applied actually met the merit, or or it can be,
I
let's say
wouldn't even, I
merit to
wouldn't even,
merit. Yes.
Abraham, in fact, I
So
wouldn't
when
even
you
say
check
there's
the
this kind
cutoff,
of opportunity like
you
that.
are going
See,
to see
because if
that
you look
some
at the
states
statistics,
you just
very
put
minute
dash.
number,
You
Who
just
am
very
I
put
going
dash.
to
minus.
hear?
No,
You just put
no.
dash
So the
there.
number is
So
just small. Yes,
very, very,
number
very
is
small.
small.
So there's
The number is
catchment,
small.
Okay,
but
so because it's taking very
wait,
okay.
hold on. There's something else there too. Let's say cutoff for merit is 70. So ridiculous. You now have catchment area for Lagos can be 69.5.
No, 68.
Catchment area for Ogun State you now see 69.2. Catchment area for Oyo State is 69.7. Catchment area for Ekiti State. What is the difference between the
What is
merit and
difference? That's
the
how I'm
and the
saying that. That's
catchment?
how I'm saying that there is no
So then,
difference at
what
all. It's the
about
same.
other state, like people from the north? It's still the same process they take. Like,
Merits.
You if you are not Unilag, if you don't get merit, I mean we had northerners in my class,
And we
join in
have
my
bananas in
class,
my class
yes,
too. I
that gained
have like a couple
admission.
of people
They
in my
had to gain
class too.
admission via merit. There's no catchment for you if you're not from the southwest.
mm-hmm.
Because even people from the southwest, they don't get, see, it's like, okay, we just want to do it because now they are from the southwest. Just pick two people from there, pick two from here, pick two from there. And if they look at that state and there's nobody, they're not picking anybody. They're not picking anybody. So imagine for medicine cutoff merit is 85. You now look at the catchment, you now see 84 points, 84 points. What's the difference? What's it? Shey,
Well,
somebody that will
actually,
get
It's just so that they
84
need to give
doesn't
you a
have brain.
chance.
Hmm?
I actually asked myself that same question. What is the difference? But you know, what in Nigeria I've learned so far is 1 point is the difference. So don't say
But
that was the difference. A little bit, I know.
I'm
In
telling you
some
that
situation,
the catchment, that even for you to benefit from the catchment,
you
there's
have to be close
fire.
to the
Fire will
merits.
come
You
from
have
your
to be
head
close
like
to the
this.
merits. Yes, you have
Fire
to
will
be close
come
to the
from your head.
merits.
So the catchment, a lot of people they will just look at I'm not doing that course.
But I think,
Why
but I think,
why not apply
apart
for the
from
course?
Unilag, Abraham, I think apart from Unilag, Abraham, I think apart from Unilag, there's what is called opportunity from that state. I know one from Ogun State,
I
my side from Ogun State. Olabisi Onabanjo University. If you are from Ogun State,
yeah,
there's a
other
priority
yes,
from years.
for
So
LASU
about
also.
Lagos State is a little bit exempted from that catchment stupid statistic, but other
LASU
states like
does
Ogun State,
indigene
I
thing
know
too.
I know about Ogun State very well. If you are from Ijebu or Abeokuta, you will be the first person to give admission to. Even if your score is very low, they will be the first to give admission to before they consider other states. So
So
it
I
happened
just
probably what
Why do
happened
they
in
have
the
to
north
give
happened.
you? Is okay. So you're saying
it's
even if your score is low, they'll first give
Not
you
that
admission before
low.
considering
Probably
others.
let's say probably the cutoff mark is 70. You are from what's it called? Abeokuta or Ijebu, you
Yeah,
are
from the
65.
area. Yeah.
Maybe 64, 65, you'll be given admission before others.
Okay. I
it's
So
think they
not
had to
that.
probably
learn.
5
They had to
marks.
learn the hard way.
Yeah,
So
it's
I
not
think
like
so, but
That's
for
the truth.
Lagos is exempted from these calculations. Lagos is like what Abraham just do the mathematics. Just like it's ridiculous. The cutoff mark is 17, catchment area is 69.2. For what reasons? It's just like
you
saying go and
you
get 17
just
and come back.
I mean I can go online, download the cutoff mark, let's say for last day,
Yes, you
and then
can do that.
I'll show you
I
the
show it to
table.
you. You see how ridiculous. You just laugh. Like what kind of you
Let me
ask
show
yourself that all
you.
I need is merit. All you just said, all I need is merit. I remember during our own time in 2019 then. During our own time, the cutoff was I think 70. The catchment because I'm from Ogun State was 69.2. I was like, well now yes, let me just come at 70 score
Yes,
so I know
now.
that I'm getting my admission.
Just call your
But
70 and
actually
get some merit.
so it
So
but
you don't
I think
gamble.
it got like actually have a number of students every year. About is it 10,000 or Abraham?
Hold
I
on
think it's
now.
10,000 every year. I
I
think it's
think it's
10,000
about, yeah,
every year.
between 8,000 and 10,000. Now
Between
let me
10,000 every year.
let me share my screen so that you guys can see it, right? And I think that is what should be done. You see, this is for Faculty of Arts, and as you can see, this is Unilag website. This is their website. So let me add it to the screen so that you can see it. How to send, so you guys can see, right? You can see, right?
Sure.
All right. So this is
Yeah,
their
you
website.
can see
This
it.
is their website. This
This
is
is even
Unilife's
fair
website.
now. It's not
Right.
fair, now,
So
Abraham. It's not fair now.
look at this
It's
is
fair.
look at this nail. That means there's nobody from Ekiti that applied for French that they need to admit using catchment. So
Based on catchment, yeah.
everybody got in via merit, right? And you see all this
Mm.
ridiculous one. It can be one person that they picked with this ridiculous mark because this is 68 and this is yes, and they just look at let's pick that person. This is 68, this is
It's actually
57. You
fair.
just know
It's
that
actually fair.
that's one person. But look at Odo
Abraham is fair
62.
now.
Look at Ogun. Yeah, it definitely is. It
It's
definitely
fair
is. Look
now.
at
During our own
history.
side, it's not like this. It's not
70.
like this at all.
So look at 67 here, right? Just merely 3 points difference between that. Look at here 72 linguistics. Look at 71. So if you are from say Ogun State and you applied for linguistics and you don't get 72.55, you have to get 71.375 to gain admission if you are from Ogun State. That's what it means. So what is the difference between 71 and then this 72? That's what we're talking about. So it doesn't and it's so ridiculous. Oh. Look at College of Medicine. Let me show you medicine and surgery. See 85. So 83.8, 81. Do you know what it
81.
means to
81,
80,
81.
79? Do you know what it means to get all these scores?
Hmm.
You have 300 and above in UTME before you can
JAMB.
get all these things. Yes,
And
before you can
17
get
and
all these
17
things.
over 20 in the SSC.
So and everywhere so now look at all of these ridiculous. I don't know. I don't want to say ridiculous. They are less competitive courses, right? So you can see anywhere you find nil, it's not competitive.
That means
Education and Islamic
nobody.
studies.
Okay.
No, but they're not even using catchment. You apply, you get in. This is 56. You see? But look at this one that has 68, and then there's catchment for it because yeah, it is tough to gain
It's
admission,
competitive
right?
also.
Yeah, it's
Very, very
competitive. That's
competitive.
the minimum.
No.
So
No. You know, like,
that is
and
just
that's why we have
like
the pride. That's why you never have the pride. That's why we have the pride. I'm just saying, first choice, nature's
don't mind
pride.
this boy. Don't mind this boy. Don't mind
First
him.
choice, nature's pride. First choice,
Don't mind
nature's
him.
pride. The pride is there.
I see you.
Don't
Oh,
mind
that's
The
him.
pride
good.
is there. The pride is there. It's not easy to get admission to
So
like I'm
I
serious.
I mean, giving this priority to them in the north, and some of them
Oh,
still not being able
yeah.
to get in
It is
or
too
not
much.
getting that support
I'm very sure
is
that if some of them
mind-boggling.
come to Lagos and then they look at the cutoff point, they'll be like, maybe I'm from this place. What is the benefit of even coming from this place? Because to them it won't be a benefit because yeah, you still have to do your
Actually,
job
some
to
of them
get
can
in.
compete. Some of them can compete. Actually, some of them can compete. Some of them that are actually taking, because I believe that if you also can take it serious, if you can also give it your best and look past the limitations around you, I believe that when you go out there, you can also make the difference, or you
Yeah,
can also compete against the others. But
against
even
other
though
people.
they also beat you in the race, bet you
All right.
competed and at least you won,
Let me
or
let
you
me
have
let me
something
show
to
you
go back
guys.
with.
Let me show you guys the two videos now. Actually, I think they are related. I wanted to separate them, but look at
Schools are facing a
um
teacher shortage, and the problem is only getting worse. In just 4 months, to give you some context, more than 1,000 teachers have quit.
That's awful. State Schools Chief Tom Horn tells the I-Team's Craig Harris
Ain't they
how
gonna
to
quit?
fix the problem. Craig?
They're gonna quit.
How does a $10,000 raise sound? That's exactly what State Schools Chief Tom Horn said is needed to stop the mass exodus of teachers in Arizona's public schools.
It is a crisis because we're losing more teachers than are coming into the profession. So that's a real crisis.
State Schools Chief Tom Horn's office released a study this week. It showed more than 1,000 public school teachers have quit since July 1st. about the same number from district and charter schools.
That was
and nearly
last year.
300 quit after the school year started. But that's not all.
We have 4,000 vacancies being filled by long-term substitutes, which is not a good idea because they're not properly trained. We have 1,400 positions that haven't been filled at all.
Horn said teachers are leaving because of bad pay and a lack of discipline for students.
Matt Gress, who's a Republican legislator,
I wanted to say this lack of
legislator
discipline
from my
is one
district,
thing.
had a bill to give everyone a $10,000 raise. That would have
This lack of
put us in the
discipline is
top 10
one
for
thing.
starting salaries and would have solved a lot of problems. Unfortunately, it didn't pass.
All right, so there's something I
It didn't
wanted
pass?
to add.
The
Yeah, of
extra
course, it
10K
didn't
did
pass.
not pass.
Yeah,
That's
they wanted to
crazy.
use it to get new teachers, and it's
I mean,
about
that's a country
politics.
I mean,
It's
that's I just
politics.
before you go on, that's a
Yeah.
country that actually would value at least to say, okay, you know what, let's pay you more. Not like a country
Yes,
that I know that they say they want to remove entry
of
exams
course.
so that you know,
Just
Which
calm
so that you
country do
down.
you know?
enter.
Anna,
A
which country
country
do
that
you
I
know?
know, a
The
country
one
I
you
know, but
know.
I will not
There's
mention.
something. That happened weeks ago. I think it happened sometime last month or so. Um, I was teaching, right? Not at my PPA, but I was teaching, and I have a rule with the students. Don't talk. Don't do chatter, all these chatters that you do, because if you do the chatter, no matter how small the chatter is, I can hear it as if you're talking inside my brain, no matter how small it is, no matter how, undistracting what you're doing is, it probably is going to distract me. And I told them that, look, today, that my health is not optimal. So anything, if you do anything to upset me, I'll just walk out the class. They thought, well, maybe I am saying it for bluff or anything. Could you believe that these students, I mean, it wasn't a very wide place. There were three students at the back that were passing phones between each other. And I stopped talking and looked at them for about 30 seconds before they realized anything. And I told them, okay, fine, let me have the phone. At least that is what is distracting you. And they didn't say anything. Say, there's no phone here. There's no phone. Okay, fine. And I just walked out. I just picked my materials and walked out there. Now, what I'm saying is this: that is not even at I think that's a WIAC tutorial level, right? Students now, they are not disciplined, and I'm telling you that the one of the reasons that teachers are actually leaving, not only in America, one of the reasons they are leaving is because of the students. They don't have respect for their teachers, for anybody, and they don't care. And now that we're making it easy for them to gain admission, they don't need to sit UTME. They don't need to even read, right? They don't need to do that. They get admission, right? So that's one of the reasons. Here's another reason. Parents also add to it. Look, watch
I had a
this.
parent went to a school with a police officer and arrested the teacher. The teacher was locked up at the police station the entire day. Wow. You went to your daughter's school, arrested the teacher because he asked your daughter to stand and face the wall during playtime. Anyways, we all know by now things like
That
this
wasn't.
surprise me.
That's not
That's
corporal
society
punishment.
behaved. The teacher didn't commit any crime than punishing a student, and the punishment wasn't corporal. It was well within the school policy. I just see this as the highest form of
Face the
school
wall.
leadership failure. A parent will come to your school to complain about the teacher and demand to see the teacher, and you call the teacher. The teacher will arrive, stand in front of the parent, and the parent will say all sorts. That's failure on your part as a school leader. And you'll be one of those saying teachers are not respected. How will they be respected? One of your responsibilities as a school leader is to protect your teachers. On no account must a teacher stand in front of a parent. It must never happen. Anytime I see this happen, it irritates me. As a school leader, when a parent comes to you to complain about a teacher, except for assault or other grievous things, the parent has no right to demand to see the teacher. How much more with a police officer? The parent must explain to you why they want to see the teacher. If it's a complaint, let them complain to you. let them abuse you and go.
School owners want money.
Later,
they want favor.
To discipline the teacher.
They don't
So
want
they'll
parents to
rather
keep their kids
sacrifice the teacher.
Because
Teacher becomes a sacrificial lamb on their altar of greed, pandering,
is to make sure you don't put them in this kind of situation.
and ass licking.
I'm not against school leaders. As a matter of fact, I am for you. Schools need to do more for you. If a school organizes a training today, it's teachers' trainings. We don't pay attention to school leadership. My mission is simple: to support and equip school leaders with the right skills and tools. Because school leadership affects everything that happens in the school and in the society. Once we get school leadership right, we get school right. This is the major reason why I am hosting the school leadership masterclass. It's a continental leadership masterclass for school leaders. If you own the school,
let's stop that part.
No. I mean, we get the crux of the video, right? A parent goes to his school to arrest. I mean, if you do that to me, ha ha ha. We are gonna go to.
What kind of laugh is that?
No. I mean, I didn't beat your child. I didn't do anything to your child, but you came to arrest me. Came to arrest me without my beating your child. Nah, it can't be me. It can never be me. And that's one of the reasons I decided that, teaching is not actually a profession I want to go to, right? It's saddening that things like this would happen. Everything is just coming from different angles. There's less money there, there's less respect, less prestige, no pension.
And there's where they will use you like rag.
Even
toilet rag.
Even core members actually. Core members, they complain a whole lot.
I don't think it's actually an issue of private school. Like what Anna was saying about the aspect of they want favor than money. I've seen a scenario like this has played out in public school. I think like what the man just said.
It's more common in private school. Let's just be truthful with ourselves. It is more common in private schools.
In my own areas
Don't
where
worry.
I come from,
Hold on, Anna.
It happens in Ogun State. It happens in public schools too. More in public schools too.
Olakunle,
I just
hold
think
on.
that the aspect of the leadership
Olakunle, hold on. Calm down. You should be a core member. Once you become a core member, you would know, feel the reality.
Don't forget I'm a teacher, so I'm actually feeling the reality already.
No. It's not you. You're not going to feel the reality in the same way that you are feeling it now. At that time, you'll have no choice, right? From ex-core members, I've heard them saying things like, in fact, on TikTok, there are videos there that the owner of the place of primary assignment, the PPA, will tell you, there's nothing you can do. I'm not going to reject you. I'm not rejecting you, so prepare to work, right? And now, let's say you study English. You're going to teach English, maths, history. No, maybe not maths.
Literature, civic education,
civic. You're going to teach
government.
Some teach as many as 6 subjects, including writing of the notes. Doing all sorts. And how many do you teach? 6 subjects where you're teaching currently? My answer is no. You're not doing that.
It's not possible. I can't even teach.
You will say it's labor. You will say it's child labor. You want to kill you for your mommy.
You won't be. See, you won't be able to reject it. You won't be able to. The ex-core members that spoke to me were saying, look, this school is even saying our stipend for you per month is 5,000 naira. And you must come 4 times a week. Only 1 day for your CDS. There's no accommodation, nothing. And so you teach 6 subjects, right? Even if you complain to your local government inspector, then there's nothing the person wants to. They say, just go, just manage, right? Manage, right? So that is the reality. That's why people are saying and say, even if I studied education, is this what I want to go back to? I go over my dead body. And so they don't do that. They don't teach anymore, right? So schools actually they take advantage of that. I've seen schools where they request for a lot of core members. You get 6 core members, 7 core members, and then you now use them as your primary teachers. You get 1 or 2, 3 teachers.
Yeah.
right? And then you now use
Because
them to
you won't be
augment.
required to pay them.
Okay.
I
So
actually
Even
remember
though
when I actually
NYSC,
remember my
even
sister
though
who was doing
NYSC would
CWES. The
say,
same thing happened in CWES student, not only
NYSC would
about corp
say,
members too. CWES student
NYSC
also
would
did the
say,
same thing.
if you get corpers in your organization, at least give them stipends, make sure they have accommodation, and make sure you take care of them. But that is a rule, but they don't follow it, and mostly it's private institutions. I remember earlier this year I saw a video from a school where the student is, I think it's a secondary school student, because the boy is actually quite teenage. It looks like a teenager. I think he slapped his teacher, and the teacher punished him. And he brought his parents came the next day, and you could see I don't know who was recording. It might be the principal, might be the owner of the school was recording the child. The both parents was The father stood up and he slapped the teacher back. And he said, "You slapped my son? Do you know what I got you to get my son? My son, my son, my son, my son." But that son will pick a gun tomorrow and points it at you, because you're not correcting, you're not putting enforcing rule. That's actually another side. But I'm actually back to the fact that teachers are honestly most times are not respected. They are not given that regard that they deserve. They are training the next generation, except you want the next generation to be something else. Those who are laden with the responsibility to train them should be respected. They should be taken care of at least. Don't tell me that their reward is in heaven
At least take
before
care
we
of them.
send you to the opposite direction.
All right, guys.
Oh. Is it time already? I was enjoying this conversation.
It definitely is. That's what happens when you do a themed discussion, and so we're going to have more of a themed discussion as time goes by. But this is the info wheel, and you know what we do here. All right, let us
Abraham, you're the one that is starting today.
Of course.
I hope you did not forget.
No, I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. All right. So now I'm gonna spin the wheel. I think I said twice. I'll spin the wheel. I'll reveal the question, and then we'll move on to the next person. All right. So shall we? I think.
Yep, we shall.
Yeah. Neighbors. Okay, let's see. Neighbors. I hope I don't have to. Am I ready for my question? Definitely, I am. All right.
You can do this.
So I can do this. All right. Describe the loudest neighbor's quarrel you have ever overheard. What life lesson sneaked through? Yeah, I remember this. We were still living in it's called a face me, I slap you apartment. Right? It face me, I slap your apartment.
If you face me, I slap you. Interesting.
Yeah. So where you have the all way in the middle. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't live in that kind of environment anymore, but yeah, we had our fair share. And I think the loudest, this was not only a quarrel, it was a fight, right? And two women were fighting. It started with verbal abuse, and then from there they started going at each other. And of course, one of the women actually stripped the other naked. Yeah, in front of everybody. Everybody. Yeah, it was intense.
Free cinema.
It was
Black
intense actually.
Color
It was
spread.
intense. It was
Olakunle, what are you saying?
Before
What
anybody.
do you think I'm saying? What do you think I'm saying? Anna, what do you think I'm saying? I'm talking about black and white screen turned to color screen. I don't know. That's what I'm just
Before
saying.
before anybody could intervene, yeah, the woman had already, yeah, the fight didn't last because of what happened, but yeah, I learned, I learned two things there. The first thing is to never ever start a fight, to avoid fight
Hmm.
as much as I can, and that's what I do. Right? Imagine me with the titanium plate inside my jaw, right? And someone just looks at me because we're quarreling, and they just gives me a slap. Pooh, ah! It will pain me. It will. I, it will pay me, but I know I'll retaliate, but I will feel the pain. Imagine, your jaws screwed together with titanium screws. You have a titanium plate, and then someone just looks at you and gives a slap. Pooh. Nah, so I've learned never to start a fight. And another thing is, if I have to start a fight, I must always be guiding. You cannot strip me naked, and you cannot have the last punch on me. Nah, it's not gonna happen, right? I'll do whatever it is I have to do to keep my honor. Mm? Thank you for
Hmm. So you
advising.
fight back. You fight back.
No, no,
That's
no, no,
not
no, no, no,
that's
no.
not less I will
I
recommend.
He won't
hold
fight
on,
now. He will just show
hold on.
this thing
Let, let me let
maturity.
me let me give you an example. I was watching. I don't know if you watched this Philippine series, Mara and Clara. I watched it many years ago. Many years. I think it was 10 years ago or thereabouts. There was a fight that was about to happen, and one of the thugs was actually removing his shirt, his button-down shirt. And you know what he did? When he removed it, it was everybody was expecting he would just place it aside. No, he never did that. He removed the shirt and used it to cover the opponent. Just be like, After I remove it, like, he use it to cover the opponent and big him. Is what me I can do. So if I have to fight,
Okay.
I'll fight dirty. I'll pick up
Mm.
sand, throw it in your face, and by the time you are grappling with this, you'll be on the floor already. Those are the two things I've learned. I don't start my own fight, but if you actually want to start a fight with me, I'll actually go dirty. Thank you for
I think
coming
I'm
to
the
my
kind
TED
of
talk.
person. I think I'm the kind of person that will tell you, if you touch me, you will know who I am. Then when you touch me and you will sit down
The
on the
best
floor and I'll start telling you, my name is
who
Hannah.
you are.
I come from this state. I did my school here. My mommy and my daddy I love to eat this. This is my favorite color. This is my favorite food.
At least you
That's the
tell
kind
the
of person
person
I
who you
am.
are.
Thank
At
you.
least
That's
tell the
who I
person
am
who you
now. What
are.
does you want me to do? You will know who I am. Is a liar. That's who I am. What do you want me to do? I'm a child of God. I love
Oh my
peace.
god.
Fight who? Fight what? So you
Oh
come and
my
design my face, my skin. You will mark my face. No.
You don't
Mm-mm.
get it. If you have to use weapon, you use weapon. If you have to use a
Or some
weapon,
people
you
will
use a
carry the
weapon.
fight. Some people will take the fight from there. Like the fight will not end there. Because you
Ah,
don't know how
so
people's mind works. Some people the fight doesn't end there. Oh. They'll still feel cheated. They'll still feel like
Anna, you will
you
now
gave them
join
the
like
last
Moise.
blow.
You will
that's
join
that's
like
why you don't
Moise.
start. That's why you don't start your own fight. You go jeje, you go
So
jeje.
Anna will become Moise.
you know,
Moise.
but some people are like, no wahala. But if you bring problem, no wahala because they will
Wahala
deal
dey.
with you.
Yeah, I'm actually
They will
I'm actually
also
that kind
deal
of
with.
person. So that taught me. I think I don't know. I was less than 18 at that time. Less than 18. I don't know, maybe 13, 14 thereabouts. I don't know, or even less than that. But since then, I've actually had it in mind that so this is what happened. You can strip me naked when everything was just saying. Maybe well, you abuse my father, and then I abuse your mother, and then you now come and strip me naked. No problem. I'll be ready for you. All right. And since then, well, I've never had to get into a fight where I don't actually win or there's no stalemate. I remember I was going for I had a scholarship when I gained admission in 2018. Then, so it was December. We wanted to actually go to get our check. The first installment, it was to be a 4-year thing. A check was 50,000 naira. Do you know that I had already dressed? I had already dressed. And while I left the house, there was a boy that looked for my trouble, and we fought. and it was
But
a
you
stone,
You.
and it was a
No,
stalemate,
wow.
right? It was a stalemate. After we fought, I did my shirt the way it was supposed to be again, and then proceeded to go and attend the ceremony. So I'm that kind of person. I've never since then I'll never lose a fight. No. All right, let me spin the wheel again. So,
Okay. For you?
so yeah. I mean, I said I'll spin it twice. That's what I said. All right. Therapy again. I'm not. I don't like therapy. I don't. I don't. Oh no, while I've already made my pledge. Am I ready for the next question? I definitely am. How did you overcome the guilt of taking in a ASU culture? Well, I'm that kind of person who can never take 1 week straight of doing nothing. I'll feel useless. So what I've done is this, or what made me overcome it was actually the surgeries I've had to have. When you have surgery and then you're admitted, you stay there for like a week or say a couple of days, and you won't be able to do anything. I remember a decade ago when I had surgery, I took physics. I Because I can't be useless. I took physics textbook to to that place, and yeah, I had to like engage myself. And the nurse saw it and said, "Will you drop something, Joe, and rest?" I'm like, I can't feel useless here. Nah,
To
it's
you,
not
resting
possible.
is to you not resting is not moving around. At least
Yeah,
if you're
yeah,
not moving around, you are resting. You have to
at least get
engage
yourself busy with
yourself.
definitely,
something.
definitely. So I overcame it last year when I had to spend more than 2 weeks in the hospital doing my surgery. You can't. I mean, I there was bone taken from my pelvis, so to even stand up straight. I mean, if I want to, I would think about it first. Okay, what do I want to do? I want to
You have
get
to
my phone.
process.
I want to get my phone from my locker. Okay, fine. If I want to get my phone from my locker, what do? I need to sit up straight. And I'll now muster the energy and say, okay, fine, let me sit up straight. And I'll now, yeah, and sit up straight. And then from there, now do like this with my whole body to change and then go to the locker. And then if I want to lie down again, I have to think about it. Am I ready to lie down? Because I know that if I lie down,
Standing
getting
up
back
is
up.
another thing.
So
So
so at
you
that
learned
point,
the
I
hard
think
way.
I think I overcame it, and now I mean work no dey finish. Work can never finish. Work can never finish. Um, I can sleep from morning till evening, right? And it took me a while when I got back. It took me a while to learn not to wake up late, wake up very early, do all sorts. It took me a while because I did, well, I have to rest. I cannot kill myself because it was like I was humbled, right? I was humbled. That was what happened. It's a also culture, but something is gonna do it. It's gonna humble you, right? And
Sure.
if it is not surgery or anything, it could be old age, right? Mine wasn't old age. All right. So who's gonna go next?
Unfortunately, he was in old age.
Who's gonna go next?
Me, Uncle me.
Okay, want to be Fuman Jews.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Are we back here
Cult-
again?
Culture and tradition. Let's see. Are you ready for your next question?
Yep.
All right. Without further ado.
Oh, Chim.
Oh yeah.
How do you
He said,
preserve mother tongue
"Mother,
fluency
I think the
amid
question should actually
daily?
be: Are you fluent in your mother tongue? I know Hausa is not your mother tongue, so don't pretend. Yeah, we know. Olakunle and I
No.
know.
So
No, Hausa is
I
not my
agree with
mother
you.
tongue. I'm not. The funny thing is,
Yeah.
I'm not that fluent in my mother tongue. I'm not going to lie, because that's the truth. Growing up, I grew up in a typically Hausa community. The funny thing is, I hear my language, I hear my mother tongue, I hear the language, I understand. But when it comes to speaking, oh my goodness, the phonetic kinds of comes in the way
Yeah, and you're
of
happy.
speaking it.
And you're
It's
happy.
it's it's at least I know I understand the language
Anna,
of my environment. Please, I
Anna,
beg, please don't try to shame me. You can't shame me.
I am. Anna, and
You
you're
can't
happy.
shame me.
So
You can't shame me. I
how do
am
you
neither
want to tell
happy
us?
nor sad. Now back to you. Ask me a question. Let me answer. Let me
Okay
answer
then.
you now. So, how do I preserve my mother tongue fluency amid daily English and emojis? Ladies and gentlemen, I don't try to preserve anything.
Boys and girls.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gentlemen of the press, boys and girls of the press, I don't try to preserve mother
Ladies and
tongue
gentlemen.
fluency.
So
I
you're
think
not
I
even fluent
remember
in Hausa. Are
few.
you fluent in Hausa?
Yeah, I remember few years. I think just a year or two or so. My dad was reminding me that when I was very young, because I played with children that we spoke Hausa a lot. So he was now telling me that when I was younger, and then when he said it, then I remembered. He told me that when I was younger, they used to call me Hausa girl, like even in the house, because even the way I spoke the Hausa, I had like a native like control, the
Ah,
knowledge of it. I spoke it with the people who spoke it deep in their
wow.
houses. So
Jesus
my
Christ.
voice, I didn't
So
have
wait,
the
can you
F
just say
and
that
the
outside the
P.
mother tongue then?
I didn't have the
Just
F
like
and the P issues because I don't personally. That's not where probably where I'm
Your mother
from,
tongue.
or I
Yeah.
didn't. Yes, I didn't have that issue, but I spoke it well. And even my
wow.
mother tongue, I'm honestly just getting to practice it. In the last few years, and say I'm not ashamed to actually say it seriously because
Olakunle, what level
it
of
is.
fluency in Yoruba do you have? I know you think I'll not ask you. I know you think I'll not ask you,
Alakunle
but
can
why
I'm
speak
why you
Yoruba
asking you.
now,
asking?
Abi. You cannot speak.
I can
Hold
speak my
on. What
language,
is his level of
but
fluency? That's what I'm asking.
I can't call
For
myself a
you.
native
Entry,
speaker. The problem is
intermediate, advanced.
Hold on,
What did
calm
you
hold
down.
on.
I
say?
can't call myself purely a native speaker
Yana,
because
what?
don't
Hold on. What is your native?
calm
What is your
down.
native language?
I know Yoruba is my native language, but what I'm saying there is I can't purely say that I'm a native speaker of that
Even
because
the way he spoke, even the way he
if
called the name of the language itself, it shows that you're not
Yoruba.
part of us. You're not part of
you
us.
Oh
calm
yeah, you
down,
call it. Let
calm
me hear.
down,
Call it.
calm
Let me
down.
hear you.
You're
Yeah,
not. You're
you
What
not
call
I'm
part
it.
saying
of
there is
us.
calm down. What I'm saying there is that we know that you also have some I see some particles of some aspect of the way
Yoruba
we
is
speak Yoruba
pronounced
language.
re do mi. Yoruba.
Yoruba.
Uh,
Yeah, that's re do mi.
Eshe.
but you actually you
He
actually
said
you actually know that one.
Yoruba. That's what he said. Yoruba. That's what he said.
Yes, Yoruba now.
You're not
No,
part of us.
Yoruba. You're calling
You're not
it the way
part
I
of
will
us.
call it.
You're not part of. Olakule is not part
Anna,
of us.
who is giving you that kind of vibe? Who is
You're
giving you
calling
that
it
No,
the
the
kind
way
of
I'll
vibe?
call it.
Anna
So
is
The
not
imagine
part
you're
of
problem
us.
is
trying
that
to
most of
shame
our
me and
indigenous,
Olakunle is here. You have to shame me. Can't shame me.
please, who is the question directed to? The guy is directed to. So you're actually the one collecting the blow,
You
not
took
me.
strays. Olakule, you took strays. And the strays
Oh
came
yeah,
from
you
me.
know. Abraham, what is your own level of fluency?
Nah, I'm the most fluent in Yoruba in my nuclear family. So very, very
Oh, that's
fluent.
nice. Oh, I
So
love
so
that for
fluent.
you.
So fluent that I picked Yoruba as one of my UTME subjects. So
Did you
Wow.
intentionally learn to be fluent that way, or
no. I think while I was before I gained admission to secondary school, my dad taught me the two marks, and I used to read the Yoruba Bible. So I used that to learn, and I understand it. We
Yes,
used to
really
listen
great.
to we used to listen to radio 24/7 right? I remember there is Radio Lagos, there is Paramount FM.
Yeah, that is gonna
Yes.
help you a
So
lot.
with that, I mean, there I imbibed a lot of vocabulary just from that. Then when I got to school, writing it was not a problem, right? Was never a problem. Was never a problem. When I got to school too, when I gained admission, um, doing linguistics was no problem because I could use English as my example. I could use Yoruba as my example. So it was just that. So I picked it because I don't like government as a subject, so I intentionally picked it.
Wow,
I,
wow. I
I
actually
actually
love
don't
government. I love
I
government.
actually
I
don't
love
like
government.
government. So that's my
I love
level
government and
of
civic education.
fluency. I'm so
My own
fluent
level of
that
fluency is
I'm so
still more
fluent that
intermediary, not
I
that
I I remember
native.
I remember my oral African literature field work. There's a field work that we do in 300 level at Unilag. You go to your village and then you interview people concerning a topic. I think I was given praise poetry. My partner then, uh, in the same class, we're from the same village.
Tribe.
She was
Okay.
given myth in the village, the town.
Mine,
So
mine was
I
Yoruba game.
actually
Mine was Yoruba
I
game.
I actually
Mhm.
the person who spoke to us in Yoruba. I transcribed everything, including the tone marks and everything, not only for myself. I transcribed for the girl too because she was not able to do it. So that's my level of fluency. It's there. It's
That's
not
great.
going it's not going
But I'm
anywhere. And
giving
I
you the
think
credits. I'm
and I
giving you
just
the
think,
credits.
yeah, 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 I should take it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm. It's
and do
okay.
you
It's okay.
know? Hold on. There's something I want to say that I will encourage my children to learn both English and their native language because you become more fluent in both of them when you are fluent in your native language. That's just it. You become more fluent in both. There's if you remember, there's coordinate bilingual that has a
Yeah.
native like control of both
Yeah.
native
You
language and
learn the both
English.
at the same time.
Yes. So
What
I
actually
think
discouraged my situation was
I
the
think I'm
fact where,
coordinating.
from my own side, I actually wanted to I actually wanted to learn the native speaker, how to speak Yoruba language properly until when my
Pronounce it
aunt
well.
came out from
Start here. Pronounce it well.
Let's start from
Yoruba.
there.
Pronounce it. Say
Yoruba.
calm down,
Shoba.
Yoruba.
calm down.
Not Yoruba.
What is it
Say
again? I don't say something
Yoruba.
now. Say it again. Wait, Abraham, wait, let's not
She
repeat
got
that
it. She
word.
got it. She got it.
Say
She
it
got it.
again.
She got it.
So when
She
my
got
aunt
it.
actually came
I'm not
from,
gonna say
she
it
came from
again.
Ijebu, and my aunt actually came from Ijebu, and the language she spoke then was it's Yoruba language, but it's different from Yoruba language. Then
It's a
I think a
dialect.
couple months after, down that I think months after also, my uncle came from Abeokuta, that's from my dad's side. Spoke their own dialect. I was like, what are they said of learning Yoruba language that
So the
this is
whole
not
thing was
even
just
Yoruba
shocking
language?
you.
I was just like, what are they saying of learning Yoruba language? Because
Don't
what I'm actually
mind.
speaking is not the Yoruba
Don't
language.
mind. Don't mind this boy.
But like, I
Don't
can actually
mind.
speak with I can actually converse in Yoruba language. I can converse
Don't mind this boy.
successfully.
Yoruba.
If I go
Yoruba.
to market, if I go to the
If I
market,
go
I
to
can
market
converse successfully in
because you
Yoruba
want to buy
language.
something,
Take your
Ah,
own.
that
you say
it's constant
mellow.
interaction. Anna,
Mary.
be careful. Even that word
Ah,
Mary on its own is another. Mary is very from Henry. You know, there's Henry and
Meta.
Mary. No.
Which one is Mary and Meta?
Mary
I
and
know
Mary.
that
Henry
that
is
is
different.
Mary.
three.
Mary
Mary
is
is
number. It's number. It's like a number. Henry
mhm.
is in what would I say? Probably
Quantity.
individually count. Probably in quantity, yes, thank you.
Okay.
But when
He's
you're
talking.
saying
He's
it's just
talking
like
about.
numeric figure. It's just when
He's
you're
talking
saying numeric
about
figure, but I say Mary.
ordinals and cardinals.
Yes.
He's talking about.
Okay.
So
I
I'm
have
also
this
trying
brain.
to
I know that I'm good. I have this brain. I know it.
I know I can
I
speak my
know
language
it.
and I can converse my language. I can buy and
Let me
purchase.
clap.
I can trade.
So
I
long
can
as you can
transfer the
buy and sell,
language.
Abi. Olakunle, so long as you can buy and sell, you are good to go.
I always go to transaction. I'm good to go. When I go to transaction,
Money
just carry me
matters.
along. When it comes to Lagos, when it comes to transaction, just call me. I will follow you. How
You
will we
that you don't know how to
tackle
bargain.
godfatherism without sparking palace?
Olakunle is stubborn.
Hey,
No, I don't think you'll be able to
ah,
do it.
that's what I'm
Is you say
saying.
you like
You see,
politics? You were shouting politics, politics,
you know,
politics.
Now
you know,
they give
you,
you question, you cannot answer it.
that's thing. Let me remove the politics. Let me just say social ambition. Let me just say social
Okay.
ambitions because I want to use an illustration. I don't think it's possible because how will you tackle godfatherism without sparkling palace wahala? The problem is that recently already there's a ruckus between myself and a couple of people I call my boss right now, especially on the issue of some principles and rules given to us in the organization, which I think a little bit biased, not let's say eccentric, biased, eccentric, strange, clandestine, or something that I can't even fathom why they made that kind of
Hold
law.
on. Only you people. Clandestine, eccentric, strange. Which other one did you use? Anna, remind
Oh
me of
Calm
it.
down,
chim. Oh
calm down,
chim.
calm down. What am I?
I will
What
if
am
it's me, I'm telling you that if it's me too, if I can use all those things to describe, I will have problem too now. Eccentric, strange, which one did you use
The
Clandestine.
again?
problem is that
Clandestine.
most of the things that they make, the laws they make, I don't find it something applicable to the society that I actually find myself in. For example, when they make the laws that actually prevent equality, prevent everybody having the same right to exercise their role. So in this situation, if I find myself in a political ambition, I go for that reason, not to fight to. Is that the man die or I leave the political party? Because I'm kind of a person I don't bow down from fights, especially when
They'll
I know my
go,
right. Okay,
they'll
what
go
am
and
what
kidnap
I'm
your
actually
wife and
fighting for.
children.
But
You will
especially when
agree
I know
by
that what
fire
I'm
by force.
it's actually, do you know
By
that there was
hook
a
or
particular
crook.
time, I think last year,
So
there
you're
was
not
this
going
kind
to
of
panda. That's what you're telling me.
I can't because something happened last
You're not
year that
gonna appease
almost
the
caused
gods.
which goes appeals. So almost caused my position last year at at the organization. Well, there was a particular law that I noticed that people were just making this kind of random decisions, and I realized that random decision was actually coming from the top. So when I actually confronted my boss, everything escalated to the
Typical
point that they had to
Olakunle, you
call
confronted.
they had to call the chairman of the
Yeah,
board.
no.
They have to
When you
call secretary
become
general.
when you become a core member, there's no confront
Confronted your
else.
boss.
But
Let's
funny
clap for
part,
him. Let's clap
eventually,
for him.
not funny part, eventually they knew that I was right. But at the same time,
Igwe,
what I learned
you
from the
deserve
meeting,
it.
You deserve. Let me give you another one again.
Igwe, you deserve it, sir.
but
Take it, sir.
at the same time, let me be honest with myself. Let me be honest with myself. I'll just
Okay.
have to let the sleeping dog lie, to be honest, because what actually
Not
happened
in all
last year.
situations.
I'm
There are
serious because
situations
what
where
happened
you have
last year
to.
to my own situation, what happened last year between my boss and I and the chairman of the board and the secretary general, because of I realized that there are some battles you can never win. You can never. That's why I feel like these
You
people
had to learn
knows
it
that
the
what
hard
you
way,
are.
huh?
It's just like even people knows that what you're fighting for is actually right. There's this kind of this strange concession. I would just put out this kind of strange concession that people just believe that that is how things should be normalized. Whereas you know that this is actually going wrong. So I actually allowed to just see that taking a pass most of the time. So in a situation like this, if I notice it's kind of a someone that is very persistent, is not ready to bow down from the fight, is ready to just take his claim, I'll just take a pass it. The other thing is that it's gonna haunt me forever that I didn't do the right thing. But I know that there's no amount of what I will say that will change the man's conclusion or all the environment. Because most of the things, this conclusion is mostly a general concession between people. It's not just one man.
I,
The
I
general
I think
concession
I
because
think
I
Olakunle
was so I
Olakunle
was
has,
so bitter. I was so bitter last year when that thing affected me. Like I was like, guy, I was fighting for the common good of everybody, and everybody was like, why do you need to fight for us,
but you
guy?
said Olakunle, you say you don't know that if you want to
So
fight for Nigerians, you have to fight Nigerians.
which is actually the right thing, to be honest. Let me just, I'll
You
take that.
don't you
I'll
don't
take that.
fight
This is
you
actually
don't
the right
fight.
thing.
So where I mean I'm not supposed to. I won't say it. It's concerning my PPA. So I'm still a core member. I don't want them to. I don't want them to
To call
give
you
me
to
to give me extension.
oh my god. But it's actually but that was realistic. This kind of topic has been on my mind for years now. It's actually
Mm.
why? Why is it that people see things that is going wrong, but just want to have a general concession that let's go with it? It's just a troubling question going in my mind. I'm like,
That's human for you.
why 1% or 2% will see the right thing, but about 98% will tell you that, well, there's something you can do about it, and you are actually seeing the right part. Will be like, guy, this is wrong, but let's just go to the first challenge. Like yesterday, I still talked about it. Something happened yesterday too.
It's cowardice, actually. It's cowardice.
It's actually cowardice, to be honest. What can we do?
And we actually have a measure of cowardice in us, right? Some have it more than the others. Some choose their battles not arbitrarily, they choose it wisely. All right, so let's go to the fact challenge.
So we are still on 1-1-1. Everybody's equal. Anna, I brought my armor today. I'm ready for today's war.
This was the last score.
No, what? We said we don't want to see this score. Take it away. We are picking the best, the winner today.
Anna, it's not me. It's not me. I'm not the one. It's not me. No,
I don't understand. Why is it you?
I consult my gods.
It's not me.
And I said they are not going to support anybody today. Everybody go with your might and strength.
I'm the third wheel.
Anna, the juju you used on Saturday is not working today. That 10/10.
What are you saying?
Is not working today.
All right, let us do the resetting. All right, you can see everybody is back to. What is the general score? I can't even remember.
It's 1-1-1. Everybody's 1-1-1. It's 1-1-1.
Everybody is 1-1-1. Okay.
Yes.
All right. This was So we're going to go to. Let me see. We're going to go to the question we had, the last question that we had, right? Last time. I think hold on. We did this question. We also did this question, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that was the last question that we did, right?
No.
Was it the last one?
Oh, we did this. We also did this.
Yeah,
we did this too. I remember.
Yes.
Yeah, we did it too. Yes. Adeshua, Eto me. Yes.
What about this? I think we did
King
this.
of Boys.
Yes,
we did it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we did it again.
I think the next one you would show would be the last. Right?
No. I think
This is the last one.
Yes.
This is the last one, yes.
All right, let's go.
When it's all said and done.
I'm looking at you, Anna. I'm looking at you. You're already locked in.
What did I do? I'm just singing. Oh my god. You guys are so unfair to me. We find many.
Everybody should get it. Everybody should get it.
Until we see the sun.
Really?
We
How am I
are the lucky ones.
Okay. We're not clapping for anybody. All right, next question.
What are you enchanting? Anna, what are you enchanting then? Who is setting this question?
I don't know. Everybody should try to get it.
It's Tony Elumelo.
I haven't got the name very well.
Elumelo.
You need to trust me because I doubt you. Every question you raise
makes sense.
It's foolishness to mountains. It's foolishness compared to the mountains, the wind of the winds.
Are you enchanting? What are you doing, Anna?
That's that juju.
You love this cheating, beating heart in this ass.
I don't
She has locked in. She has locked in. I know.
I don't know this.
What are you saying?
Hey, wait. Wait.
Yeah, and you pick the right
I
answer.
watched the video.
Look at his hair.
I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Oh.
god. You're not sure. You don't know. You're not sure. You don't.
He knows
Okay.
this. That's what I'm telling you. He's just pretending.
All these simple question that let's get to the battle decider, the tie decider. Okay. Wow.
From my state. The man is actually
Well
from
done.
my state, so no problem.
Four fastest finger streak. Abraham, well done.
No. It's nothing.
I know.
Yeah? I don't know. Holy Ghost fire. I might miss this one. I actually don't know.
Nah.
I haven't
Shut
heard
up your
about it
mouth.
before.
I don't love it.
Shut up down your mouth.
I might miss it too. I knew it.
When she was enchanting that word, I was saying, what are you enchanting?
Oh, I thought they said enchanting.
That's that juju. Don't worry.
I told you that something's going on in the background. The gods are speaking to you, right? The gods are no need.
And now it's not Tony. It's not Otedola. It's another one.
Maybe.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. Can't be these two people now. I know that it can't be these two people. Hey!
Olakunle, you for my hand, oh.
Anna, Abraham, good night.
Good night.
Olakunle, why did you shout like that?
I knew it.
You knew it.
You knew it. Of communication with the gods. And I said when we started.
I saw this one. Stop making noise.
I knew it. Yeah, I didn't have
She has locked in already too. She knows this one too. I can see it now.
Abraham, take us to education. Take us to literary tests.
Who told you I don't used to get literary texts?
No culture. Isn't that iron?
Iron, okay. They are known for
Knock is clay.
Abraham, let's just stop. This guy.
Abraham, let's see that previous question again. The knock on.
Okay.
The terracotta is clay. Yes.
Yeah,
terracotta is clay.
Not iron. Yeah. All right. Next question.
If you like, get this one.
How am I supposed to know?
I should know this one. I'm a government teacher. I should know this one.
They play my fans.
I should. As a government teacher now, you know why me?
Anna,
why?
what are you doing?
Anna, how is that possible?
Anna, what are you doing?
Explain yourself.
What are you doing?
Explain yourself.
I don't understand.
Explain yourself. What is that? What is happening there?
Okay, I explain myself. In the beginning.
Jesus.
It's not you that say you want hard questions. You said you want hard questions for competition. But
this is not hard questions now.
It's not hard now.
This is not
hard
now.
Why not complain it? It's not my state. Sokoto is not my state.
Yeah, it's not close to Kaduna. Yeah, tell me.
Sokoto is not close to Kaduna. You don't know geography. That's how you fail.
How many hours drive? How
Ah,
many hours
Jesus
drive?
Christ. This guy
How many
moved.
hours drive?
This one is gonna be a little problem for me. I don't remember the
Berlin Conference before the partition of Africa was heading what to?
Well, let's see.
Abraham.
Yeah.
Abraham.
I tried.
So this is what is happening right now. We know that we have Mami in our midst, a priest in our midst, a goddess in our midst.
I don't
and Ogbanje.
Where is that coming from? Jesus, me.
Mami water.
I'm a Jesus baby. I don't do that.
What were you chanting?
I was singing.
Now, Abraham, now listen to me. When it goes to question 3, she stopped. What happened? She completed the ritual.
Yes.
She completed the ritual.
Yes.
And then we start. The third question. I do not forget
you guys. I would have muted my mic. Next time I'll mute my mic.
I do not forget that in Yoruba understanding, in Yoruba methodology, we have what is
called
I'm
not Yoruba.
You do things 3-3.
Yes.
3-3.
Yes.
Why do you stop on the third question? 3-3. Third question.
You don't know that in the Yoruba culture, there's the land of the living, land of the dead, and then there's the land of the unborn.
See, if you use this your analysis, Olakunle, to answer this question,
she completed the ritual.
You pass. If you use this your analysis, if you use this your analysis, this your deep analysis to answer these questions, you will not get this 6. I can assure you.
No,
you will get 15 out of 10 questions.
You use what is called African traditional mythology. By completing the ritual, you spoke to the land of the dead, the living and unborn, and they both listened to you. And you realize, okay, let's continue. How is that possible?
Our eyes are on you.
Done.
Our eyes are on you, Anna. Our eyes.
Watch your back.
Are we continuing?
Our eyes are on you. We're not
continuing. We should first 10.
You already won. You already won.
You won today.
You won already. This time, Anna, whenever you are walking, watch your back. Look at your back. Look at your shoulders. Watch your back now. Look at your shoulders. Whenever you are walking, look at your shoulders.
Thank you. Thank you.
Once you take any step now, just look at your shoulder. What's going on? I'm actually
let me look my back now. Let me talk. Let me watch my back. Let me be sure.
Start checking. Eyes on you. All eyes on you. Abraham, I told you.
Alright, Abraham, you're a worthy competitor. I see.
I'm a worthy well done. Don't worry. I will actually before Saturday.
Don't go and check this. See, if you pass me next time, I'm going to believe that you went to go and look at the questions.
No.
I won't. Can you say
I will do thorough reading, and I will chant my gods too on Saturday.
I didn't chant to no gods. You guys, stop it.
I will chant to my own gods too. The way you did.
I was singing. I was literally singing.
Oh, wow. Take your
This was actually funny.
You know the funny part? It was the cacophony sound I was hearing. It was not even pleasant. It was unpleasant. It was.
I wanted to read the lyrics. I wanted to read the lyrics of what I was singing to you people.
No.
But I'm not going to read it. You know what? I like this. I like this analysis people are giving me. I like it. Remain in the dark. I like to be misunderstood.
Jesus. Jesus. Well done.
I told you.
No, take your class.
Please listen to me. Whenever I'm making references to some at the beginning of the class, please just take notes. I was like, the first question, second question, the third one. They made the third one, you just stopped. She completed the ritual, you're like, let's continue. And she locked me to the beginning to the end.
Clock it.
Just wash your back, wash your shoulders.
Let's clap for her, please. Don't worry.
Thank you. Namaste. Namaste.
I lost. You guys, bye bye.
All right.
I need to, I
I
need to,
mean,
All
I
right,
need,
of
guys.
I need
course.
to eat on the
2
loss.
hours.
Yeah,
Luckily,
definitely
please
need
make sure you eat and make sure you're able to sleep well, okay? Please take care of yourself.
Are you coming to Aunt? Abraham, can you send me that? Can you send me that
Are you not
chant
the one
now?
that told me to watch my back? You're not telling me I'm coming to hunt. You whole heart told me, threat on my life. If I take it to court, now they will say you threatened her.
No
But I didn't say
evidence.
anything. I only said
I
make
was
sure you eat and you sleep and you tell me I'm hunting. See this life? The people that are guilty will throw blames at other people.
All
It's
right.
actually very fun.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah,
Good night,
thank
Anna. Good
you.
night,
Good night.
Olakunle. Good night,
Good night,
Nigeria.
guys. We'll see you on Saturday.
Bye.
Join our journey and dive into the lively foray. As Nigeria live, tune in bright and clear. Insights, laughs and knowledge are all right here.